Hello, everybody. You're welcome to yet another wonderful episode of All Things Goodness, a show that is dedicated to life, faith, family, and nursing. Today, we are going to talk about something also very, very important. Now, being a mom, a new mom, is amazing. Being a new wife is beautiful. But combining all of these things together, balancing it all out, that's a task that no one or nothing prepares you for, especially when you are doing it in the United States, where most times you do not have help and there is no manual or something that prepares you for it. So my guest today is a new mom, is a new wife, and a career woman who is trying to balance it all without help. She's amazing, and she's going to tell us how she has been doing it for the past 1 year or 2 years plus. Once again, let's welcome Miss Jimmy.
Hello.
Welcome. It's good to have you back on the
I
show.
know, same here.
You look amazing from the last time.
Thank you.
So, motherhood, wifehood, career, everything. What is the one thing you were not told about wifehood, motherhood, balancing it all that you got to discover while in it?
One food, you have to be responsible for a grown adult.
Yep, men are babies.
They are.
That's just it. Men are babies.
Like, even me, I'm already a lot for myself. I'm about to have one more person.
Exactly.
And, another thing is like having to think about what you.
Yeah, that can be
When I was
exhausting.
single, like I can decide not to. I even bring stuff out and I don't feel like cooking. I'll just put it back
Exactly.
inside.
Exactly.
But you have to consider another person.
And sometimes you ask them, what do you want to eat? I don't know.
Jesus, that's the most difficult thing. Like thinking about what to.
So you have to think for yourself and for them. Yeah.
That's very difficult. Like, please just know what you want. It's easier for you.
Yes.
But the answer is always whatever you want, whatever you like, anything is fine. Oh God.
Yeah.
So it's we thank God for get like close to 2 years now.
Wow. Awesome.
I know,
Congratulations.
right? Thank you. And motherhood, that's another learning phase on its own. Nothing prepares you for that.
Exactly.
It's because my friends are like they're older friends, like older people. So their mothers, like my two besties, their mothers already. So you will think that I've been well prepped, like I should know everything about it based on their own experience.
Yeah.
No.
Sure.
Like everyone's journey is different. Everyone's experience is very different. And
Very true.
you kind of just learn along, like as you go. Nothing prepares you for that. You're never fully ready or fully prepared for that journey. It's just a day at a time, a day at a time. Yeah.
How has your life changed mentally, physically, emotionally? You know, in getting into these roles as a mother, as a wife, career, and then balancing it all. How has your life changed? How has your perspective about life changed?
I would say that it's you think you know it, but you don't. Like something new just come at you and like for is it marriage that you think, oh, you know this person, but there's always something to decide about.
Yes.
And once you're done learning that aspect of your spouse, oh, okay, we're not fighting about this, so maybe argue about this. So another thing will come up that that there will be disagreements.
Because human beings are dynamic.
Yes, we are.
So yeah.
And like two adults that like different background, different exposure, different experience, and coming together, like it will there will be strains and all that, but just takes the grace of God.
Very true.
To just balance it and bringing motherhood to motherhood will also test each other.
Very true.
Because now it's not even you. Now there's another person in the picture, and now it's gonna really test you to like how how you people like manipulate like in unity, or maybe let me say as a unit.
Yeah.
So yeah, mother also, and with where we are to balancing that with work, career, even if you want to be a career as a career lady or a career woman. It's a lot.
That was going to be my next question, because for a lot of couples, when the child comes in, it kind of, two things. It's either it brings you guys closer, or it drifts people apart. Sometimes you hear men say, "Oh, since my child came, or our child came, my wife is all about the child, the child, the child, and doesn't really look at me." So at some point, you see some men, start resenting the child. So since your child came into your life, how did that affect the dynamics of your marriage between your husband and yourself? I've heard people say, "Oh, it brought us closer," and others say, "Oh, it almost tore us apart." To react to. So what was it like for you, or how has it been like for you?
My daughter, for our experience, it actually brought us closer. But at first, there was we had to there were some things we had to reschedule some things. We had to, and another thing was like during our dating phase, it was part of the conversations that we had.
Yeah.
So that's what that's part of what I tell my single friends, kind of know the kind of person that you're getting married to, how they think. We discussed every phase. You can never be too prepared, but at least there are some important conversations that you have to talk to, to know where this person stands. Oh, okay, how many kids are we having? What's the plan? Where we don't have help. So how are we going to do this? How are we going to balance this? So at least we already had a conversation. So now having our child, at first it was difficult, with you being just a new mother, just go back from the hospital, and your husband has to work. And also has to take care of you and the baby. Sometimes he's tired, and sometimes, and that's when I need him, and it's like you're not paying attention to me. At first it was rocky, but of course we know that it's not us against each other. It's against the situation. So at the end of the day, we're just trying to do what's best for each other and for the baby. So even after even the disagreements and all that, we kind of knew what the goal is, or maybe what. So we you talk things through, and the beginning was rocky. I mean, after a while, we kind of knew at the balance, and it actually brought us closer, because it's like you see each other in a new dimension, apart from the lover angle. So
Awesome. I like that it brought you guys together, and some of the things you said, communication is very, very important. Talking through things, because it's a new experience for both of you. So if you do not talk things through, everybody will just keep saying resentment will start growing.
It does.
That's awesome. So what has been the most beautiful thing motherhood, marriage has taught you or experienced? What has been the most challenging?
Having a companion is, going out and then looking forward to being back home with that person who, is my G, is my line. This person has got my back. It's not only me again. I don't have to worry about some things again. I know now it's two of us who are in it together. So and motherhood, that bundle of joy, even the smile, it just makes you forget any worry.
Very true.
It's a beautiful face. I didn't know that I can love someone like that.
Very true.
But what that joy that we see her growing every milestones and all that, and it's a beautiful feeling. It's a very beautiful feeling. And challenge is having to cope, because here there's no child minder, or let me say so it's easier. There's no, maybe your parents, the cousins, they're always there, but with a child, like when I was saying, like it's easy for me to plan a day with my girlfriends, hang out and all that. But now it's kind of, even though I try to now, and that's another thing why new mothers, why, because we've seen some people, they say that they have postpartum depression. Like maybe the circle of people need to actually understand where they're coming from. You shouldn't try to find a balance. Yes. Like I actually was intentional about that, that even though I'm not able to go to like so many places like I used to, like the freedom before, but at least I am conscious about even myself and my husband. Even as the baby, you carry a baby, we hang out, we go on a date. Even though there's a third party and there's nowhere to keep a child, we take her. So now it's like the restaurant that can accept. There was a particular time when eyeing out this restaurant, but it was 21 plus. Okay. So you can't bring the baby. So that's kind of I really love that place, but it's like, okay, we have to understand that now so just find a balance. Just make sure that you put yourself first too. Like your mental health is very important. So that we still try to find a way to do things that you know and not be all about, it's a baby, my child, like mother, like also find a balance that way. You're also taking care of yourself. Like your mental health is very important to you. So yeah.
So some new mothers have this, what we call like mother's guilt, where maybe they feel like, oh, I'm not doing enough. Or maybe if they going to work or trying to care for themselves, it's like maybe you're taking out of, like you're feeling like you're not competent enough for that child. Did you ever experience it? And if you did, how did you handle that? How did you come out?
Thank God I did not. I would say I did not, and maybe because I was prepared for that phase, and maybe because of like my friends, and sometimes it helps to maybe learn from people who have walked out.
Yes.
So if they've gone through it and they already have experience and what actually took them out from that craziness. So I already like kind of I've added that back in my mind that as fine, you put this child first. You can. There's nothing like doing too much or doing not enough. At least you're trying your best.
Exactly.
So just do your best, try your best, and of course the motherhood guilt will set in some
Yeah.
But maybe for me, it would have if I had to like leave my child at like maybe 6 weeks and go back to work. I understand that. Like even now that she's almost 9 months, I still cannot imagine leaving her and then going. But thank God for like the kind of work that I do, that I work from home and I'm able to still take care of her. Sometimes even with that working from home, when I have to do some meeting thing, she has to be left alone. Like the guilt is still there. But just try to balance. You're trying your best. You're doing what you can do. Don't beat yourself too hard. Like just do the best you can and just leave the rest to God.
Awesome. So practically, I mean, we are in the United States where it's hard to find help. I mean, the phase we went through, my husband and I went through it. We came in, 2 kids, we had another baby. It was just both of us raising that baby all by ourselves. And I know the same situation applied to you also with your husband. What are the practical steps or the things you did that you and your husband were able to, balance it out so that there was no burnout or one person suffering, and able to be bringing up the child while your different careers were not suffering? For someone out there who is watching, who is about to enter that phase or who is in that phase but is not able to like really balance it, and what were the practical things that you guys did?
Okay, so yeah, it was tough. It's gonna be tough. But have it at the back of your mind that maybe the husband is not trying to hurt you. He's also trying his best. So like, okay, for us, the plan was for my mom to also come in, but like due to one thing or the other, she wasn't able to. But thank God for the people around us. Like for you two, I'm really grateful for the help. Does your circle like reach out? Like if you need help, do that. A closed mouth is a closed destiny. Thank God for like people like you that like, oh please they like she checks up and all the other sisters. So like, if you really need something, please do. And I'm the kind of person that
you don't like to ask for help, Jimmy.
Well, please, you need.
I know.
Like, please take advantage of that. If you have like your core people around you, please, because you. Thank God that I was actually. It took me out of my comfort zone to be like, please, I need food. And just take as much help as you can get.
True.
Because you really need it.
Yeah.
And also, like, for my husband too, we knew that okay, he has to go to work. I wasn't working, and the other thing is, the nightly fee.
Yeah.
I understand that. Okay, he went to work, he came back, he's gonna take care of the kid, he takes care of the house. So at least the little that I could do then was not wake him up during the night.
Yes.
And like let him sleep during the night. So at least that I can still manage.
Yeah.
Waking up it wasn't easy. Like I see some people that the husband also wake up with them during the night, but like your family is unique. Your family is different. You don't compare. Like, oh, I see why you're not waking up with me. I'm the only one doing that. Sometimes it causes resentment.
Yeah.
And because you're comparing other family with yours, it can cause a strain. Kind of understand your own family dynamics. Understand what this man is bringing to the table.
Yes.
What is his own way of trying to help.
Yes.
So that's what I see. I see everything that he does. When it comes from work, like he kind of take care of the house. So if the little thing is for me to let him sleep through the night, if that's the sacrifice that I have to take, waking up every 2 hours to feed the baby, then I'm going to do that. So that way is energized for the day,
for the daytime.
For the daytime, and I'm also like at home all day. I find a way to balance it. So yeah, so those were the practical ways that helped us. Like wearing too hard on ourselves, we understood how our home family dynamics work, like the way it can help, the way it was able to take care of the house.
Yeah.
Where I could also come in and not resent him. Because sometimes it can be frustrating when you're over 2 hours and you see that man like beside you. And you're waking up every 2 hours to feed the baby. But like I understood that he needed that sleep. So, and also me reaching out to people, to my friends, to sister who that they were able to help. Like some people who come in like maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, so I could sleep. So please reach out. Those are the practical ways that actually help us out of that phase.
Very true. How do you protect your mental health, your emotional well? Because you have to be in a good space to be able to take care of your child. Because I know that some people, like I said, some ladies go into depression and all. One thing for me was depression was not really my thing, but eating was a problem. Like after the first 1 month, I cannot eat. My husband will not. So I usually like all that baby fat from that glow from motherhood, everything just leaves because I find it hard to eat. I would try, but that was my thing, but God helped me. So how did you keep or even up to now, keep your mental, keep your emotional well-being, take care of yourself in order to be able to take care of your child and your marriage?
Oh yeah, so one of the ways, thank God for like my core, like my two besties. We can that was my own way. Like we can be there on the phone with me, like on video call. We can be there for like hours during that phase.
Yeah,
I'm breastfeeding. They're there with me on the phone. One is like out of state. The other one, as soon as she's done at work, she's here with me. So like I did not lose that. That's the start with that.
Yes.
They were always there with me because they understood. One of them actually went through that, like the phase of like. It was like rocky when she kind of like prepared me for that. So they looked out for me.
Yeah.
They actually did everything possible for me not to experience that.
Yeah.
So they were always there.
Yeah.
So I needed someone to talk to, like my husband is at work or anything. Even my husband it's always checking up. And those sisters, those friends, we're on the phone, we're just chatting. So that kind of thing helped me.
Yeah.
And also, as soon as I was able to like be on my feet, as soon as I was able to like, move around, I love to go out. Yeah. I love to like go to nice places like restaurants and all that. I did, sometimes they're like, oh, the baby's still too young. Like, I don't want to be stuck in the house. Yeah. So that way I'm not feeling any depression, anything like that. God forbid. So I was how like, I take my baby, like, my husband knew that was one thing that that keeps me safe. Yeah. So if we have to take our baby like out, she's safe, she's protected in Jesus' name. But we were doing that. We were hanging out even with the baby with the stroller and the car. I was doing that, and I watch movies. I'm an indoor person. I'm an introvert, so going out wasn't like more of like a party or anything. But like the things that I love, I was still able to do that. So I was intentional about that. That way I don't lose myself to like to feeling depressed or anything like that.
Awesome. So we established something that there are women who do not know how to ask for help, and I know you fall into that.
Yes.
And even sometimes, even with their own husbands, they want to put up this face of I'm a super woman, because sometimes even when the other like, what can I do? Because sometimes some men, maybe because of how they were brought up, they don't know how to like look and say, this lady needs help. Taking that initiative, they are not able to do that until when you say the woman speaks up to say, oh, I need help. But there are some women who want to play that superhero, want to do it all. What advice would you have to such? Because you will break down. So what do you have to say to such women?
Please, I don't know which camera. There's no there's no award for like the strong woman. There's no award for it. Please, my sister, please ask for help. Yeah. Like, you cannot do it all. You cannot do it alone. And even at that phase, you're still very fresh. Like, a lot happened. True. Like 9 months or maybe 10 months. Like, medically, they say it's 10 months. A lot happened. So please don't try to be like, oh, I can do it all by myself. Even if you can do it. Sometimes there was a time. This is like a secret. I was already okay. I was already perfect. I could do it myself. But immediately I know my husband is coming back.
Man, that's it.
Like, bro. I just pretend like I can't. So like, because there will be a time when you eventually be doing it alone. Like, people help, like when you just give back, like maybe the first 3-4 weeks, people come around. Yeah. So as much help as you can take during that time, please take it. It wasn't easy for me to ask for help, but I knew that I needed it. So I was like, please, I'm not a superwoman. I'm no superwoman at all. Yeah. So please take all the help that you cannot do to you. Even if you are strong. Yes. Like, just relax and be taken care of. Yeah. So please, that's my advice.
How has motherhood changed your perspective about your mother and other mothers around the world and motherhood in general?
Oh, goodness. I love my mom more now because, it's motherhood. It's not easy. Are we talking about the pregnancy period? Yeah. Like, all the changes. Sometimes when I was pregnant, I would just look at the mirror. I was standing in front of the mirror like, God is wonderful. Like, the way everything just changes. And like, no, like, mothers are heroes. Mothers are heroes. No, they deserve the best. They deserve the world. Because the sacrifice, everything that they went through, especially like as a CS mom that I am, laying there, that like you were dead, but not just like, I didn't know anything that was happening. So if the person is going to go, like, that's how the person goes. Yeah. Like, it's like you laying your life down. Yeah. Another like woman, another life. You're like a passage, like, for another life to come. So it's a beautiful role. It's a wonderful role, and like, mothers, I give it up to them. Like, I call my mom more now because I kind of appreciate her more.
Exactly.
Because mothers are irreplaceable.
Yeah. I remember I wasn't a problem child growing up, but I remember when I gave birth to my first child, when my mom came, I practically had to kneel down. I'm like, Mom, anything I've done with this that I ever made you mad, please forgive. And like, I said, no, no, no. I had to do this because I was like, what? Mm. Like when you go in there and come out alive and well, you just give God praise because it's such a phase. It's such a phase. How has motherhood changed you as a person?
I think I'm now more empathic. Like now, well, I'm a patient person, but I think now the patience is now more like more higher on a higher level, and I don't judge people. I never judge, but now I kind of try to put myself in other people's shoes and don't judge. Don't say it can never be me. Yeah. It can be you times 100. So yeah, so I think looking at yourself in another person in another mirror, like from my eyes, you know, sisterhood. I kind of just appreciate sisterhood more, like mothers more, because of all the sacrifice and everything that they go through. So I think those are the ways. The way I see things now is kind of in depth and more. Yeah. I look at things more critically now and be like, I understand, like whatever makes you feel good, do you, do you, like no judgment. Yeah. What's your advice, the final words to any mother struggling right now, trying to balance it out? What would you tell them? How would you? I would say I knew that it gets better. It does. It gets better. It might be rocky from the start, but like just hang in there and also make use of every resource that you have. Very important. Make use of it, please. Don't do it alone. Yes. Like use all the help that you can get. Like even if you don't have, like, open your mouth and ask. Yes. Like find help. There are resources available like everywhere. Just look around you and just make use of everything that you have around you. It gets better. It gets better. We've heard it all. Motherhood is beautiful, wifehood is beautiful, but it can really, really get hard. It can really get challenging. Please do not do it all by yourself. Ask for help. Ask for help. Cry out. I mean, there's a saying that a closed mouth is a closed destiny. So please open up your mouth and help. And if you're a mother out there who's kind of, struggling with stuff here in the United States, you can just put it in the comment section or send us an email at allthingsgoodness.com, and we will try as much as possible, to connect you with the right people that can help. Thank you again, Ms. Jimmy, for coming. We really appreciate sharing your story with us and all of the insightful information that we have gotten. All right, until we come your way again in the next episode of All Things Goodness, please stay safe out there. Bye.